Peace be with you. My name is Alan Kiesler. Although I'm of Caucasian ethnicity or race, I'm now always thinking about the black people, especially of the United States, and particularly the Nation of Islam. So this has come as quite a surprise to me, but only this morning. Actually, for the last few days, I've been thinking about it. But only this morning, I received the clear explanation of what happened to me some time ago, some number of weeks ago, maybe a month or two, I can't even remember. But some time ago, I was told very clearly, although I was not very clear about what it meant, but I was told that I was being given some other work, some new work to do. And new work meant in addition to, or separate from, or rather than, I don't know what, but instead of focusing on Pakistan, I would be focusing on something else. Now, what was that? I didn't know. And at first I thought it might be focusing on resolving the contradictions between different religions, because I had started on that work many years ago, writing a book. And so that's what I thought at that time. So I started working on that book more again. But then something else started coming to me, and that was the importance of the Nation of Islam. That is what is called the Black Muslims in America, founded by Master Fard Muhammad and Master Elijah Muhammad, and now being led by Master or Minister, as he calls himself, Louis Farrakhan. I call him Farrakhan because he's a Khan. He's a leader. So more and more over the last few weeks, I've been finding out about, studying about, learning about the Nation of Islam. Of course, I've known about it for a long, long time. In fact, how many years ago? Anyway, I can't remember, but even as a teenager and in my 20s, I learned some things about the Nation of Islam and met some members. Some of them were very exceptional persons, but I was not very interested in it. But then at some time, it may have been, I'm just trying to think about when it was, but in any case, in the 1970s, I had a friend, very close friend. We didn't spend all that much time together, but we had a very deep spiritual connection, who was an Afro-American man who was maybe a little bit younger than me, but we became very intimate friends spiritually. We felt a very, very deep and close spiritual connection. And sometime later, it may have been in the 1990s, I can't remember exactly when it was, but he talked to me a little bit about, he told me a little bit about the Nation of Islam and his understanding and experience of it, in which he explained to me, and I was quite astonished actually at the time because I had not heard it before, that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had met, or had gone to, I guess is the first thing, he had gone to a place after he left this planet, which is called the Mother Ship or the Mother Plane, a large object in the sky above our planet, and that Master or Minister Louis Farrakhan had met him there, had gone there and met him there, either in a vision or exactly how he went, I don't know, but he maybe in a vision, but anyway, he had met him there. So I was quite astonished by this, because this friend of mine was a very, very, not only deeply perceptive spiritually, but extremely intelligent and honest gentleman. So I somehow understood that was true. what he said. And this totally changed my perception of the Nation of Islam. I realized clearly for the first time that this was a genuine spiritual movement. Anyway, then in the last few weeks, I've been studying a lot more about it. And just in the last couple of days, I've realized that Master Louis Farrakhan is an exceptional personality, one of the greatest, we could even maybe say the greatest, but certainly one of the few very greatest spiritual leaders in the world today. And I was told very clearly, and I posted this on my Facebook page also, that he is the Prince of Peace. And he's always portrayed in the mass media as just the opposite, as promoting hatred and promoting violence. Of course, he's not. He's never promoted violence. But I was quite astonished when I was told repeatedly, you must refer to him as the Prince of Peace. And the reason this was so astonishing to me is that the Prince of Peace is a title that is given in Christianity to Jesus. Anyway, I actually fought against that for a while. The other day when this came to me, I said, no, I can't call him the Prince of Peace. But I was repeatedly told again and again and again, no, you must call him the Prince of Peace. He is the Prince of Peace. So, as I was studying, of course, I knew this from long, long ago. I think one of the very first times, even as a teenager, or certainly in my early 20s, I heard this idea that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was demanding, really, telling the government of the United States that they must give to the Nation of Islam a territory of their own. So I just read yesterday that Master Farrakhan, Master Louis, minister, I call him master, he calls himself minister, which minister means servant, really. But I consider him my master, so I don't like to call him Minister Louis Farrakhan, but Master Louis Farrakhan. In any case, I just read yesterday where he was demanding that this territory must be given, just as his teacher, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, had said, and that it should be the government of God. This territory would be governed by God, by Allah. So it would be a divine government. It would be the kingdom of God on earth. As in the Christian tradition, this is a very common expression, the kingdom of God on earth. Because Christians pray daily, or more than once daily, certainly every Sunday at least, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So this idea of the kingdom of God on earth is a very common idea in the Christian tradition. So this also kind of jolted me when I read that Master Farrakhan said this would be the kingdom of God, that is, it would be the kingdom of Allah. So then it's just how amazing to me how this all fell into place. And then although this idea has come to me before, it came to me very, very clearly this morning only, that I should now work on this demand, we can say, or this order even. It's not begging. The Nation of Islam is not begging for anything from the American government, but is pointing out or demanding that it is only just, it is only fair for the American government to give a territory to the Nation of Islam as a reparation, to repay to repair the horrible crimes that have been committed against the black people